Boy, fall is here, winter is in the air, and do you know what else is in the air? Mice and rats. Maybe not in the air so much, but they're out there waiting to eat your mower. One of the top things I see every spring is lawnmowers coming in that don't start, and folks are perplexed. Why won't my mower start? One of the top reasons is that mice and rats got in there, ate up all the wiring, and now you got a really expensive repair on your hands. How do we prevent that? Let's just get into it here with this mower. Let's go over ways to keep mice and rats away from your equipment and save you a bunch of money. These mice and the rats, they want two things. One is something to eat, and another thing is somewhere to hide. So they want shelter and food. That's all they care about. And your lawnmower gives them both. So let's go over food first, and then we'll go over shelter. Here we go. So this lawnmower is a buffet for mice and rats, specifically because of grass that gets left behind. In the grass, there's seeds. The mice and rats, they're looking for something to eat. Of course they're going to eat this. We see nests made out of grass all the time in the lawnmowers because the mice are looking for something to eat, and you just gave it to them. Now they will as well, I have heard, just start chewing on the wires when they get hungry enough, because of whatever these wires are made out of is tasty to mice, and they certainly do eat through them. But mainly, man, they love it when you're leaving a bunch of seed in here. So get out your blower, get out your compressed air, clean this thing out. Now, the other big place for these animals to get their food from is from your other animals, right? So we're going into the barn here. This is where we store our mower, in this messy little area right here. And here's chicken feed. So first thing you can do is make sure you're using metal containers. If you're using plastic, I've seen it a million times, the rodents eat right through the plastic and get into the feed. So keep non-edible things in the plastic. But hey, look at that right there. What is that? I don't know. Well, it looks pretty nasty. So yeah, feed inside. Maybe put a little weight on top of the containers. We do have to do that sometimes when raccoons are coming around. And even these old feed bags, I don't know why we keep these around. Just throw them away. That's what we're doing right here, is I'm throwing a bunch of junk away. And then, of course, they'll get their feed as well from animals like your chickens. So if you have your chickens nearby, think about that. How are we going to control rice and mats? The dog just knocked something over, and I don't know what it was. Yeah, we'll find out later. So how do you keep, those mice and rats away from the chickens? That's another video, but it is something to think about. If you've got animals close by, they're going to move that food from where they're getting the food and to your lawnmower, because your lawnmower is a great house for mice. So let's talk about that. How do we prevent these mice and rats from wanting to live in your lawnmower? So your lawnmower is a nice, safe, confined space. When this seats down, there's a whole area in here where they can live and feel pretty secure. Lots of nooks and crannies. So we've cleaned the grass out, so at least they don't have nests to make readily available, but they're still going to move stuff in. So there's a few things you can do. There's some products you can use. You could use poison. We don't do that. But you could use some stuff that's called Grandpa Gus. I'll put a link in the description for this stuff. It's like herbal stuff. It stinks. The mice don't like it. It smells okay to us. It's like peppermint. That can work under the hood of your mower. I've got lots of customers who use it, and they like it. But we want to make this area as inhospitable as possible for mice. So when we store your mower, pop your seat up. Mice don't want to sleep out in the open. Or if you've got a regular mower, pop the hood up. Mice love living under the hood of a mower. The next thing we got to do is, around your buildings, get rid of long grass. So get your weed whacking done again at the end of the season, and don't give them any hidey holes around this building. They feel like they can just sneak in and out really easy. Make it really hard for them. Mice and rats, they don't want to be out in the open. So let's get rid of that stuff. Now, of course, the way they travel is along walls. You'll see it all the time. They press themselves up against walls. They don't run out in the open. So in here, we've got some work to do. We've got to get this stuff out and away from the walls. But what we can do is we can use some traps right against the wall. in little hidey hole looking places, and it will catch these mice and rats. You might have enough, you might not have enough traps. You know, we use electronic traps. They seem to work pretty good, but let's try to make it really inhospitable to even run around in these areas near where your mower is going to be parked. And this is huge. Don't use a tarp over your mower. You might think you're doing the right thing. You're not. You're giving them the best hiding place they can ever have by putting a tarp over your mower or your tractor or your car or your truck or whatever. Don't do that. You're giving them a good place to hide. Leave it out in the open. The other great thing you can do is move your mower around from time to time. Mice want to know that they're going back home. They have a home they go to. Move that place all over. This isn't your home. You know, they don't want to live in an RV. Well, they might want to live in an RV, but they want to live in the same place and always know where they're going to be safe. Make it so they don't have a safe place to go. So there we go. Just a couple quick, what's going on with the camera? A couple quick ideas for how to make your mower as inhospitable as possible for mice and rats. Hope it was helpful. If it wasn't, well, you didn't lose that much of your life. We'll see ya.